Yeah, my hair's wet because I just got out of the shower. I've been smoking on that West Virginia sticky couch co-op, and it's got me feeling like making fun of some more Pokemon scalpers. This has become a pretty embarrassing epidemic, with grown men fighting each other over Pokemon cards. A month ago, I was covering the Pokemon brawls that were breaking out across the country when Costco made the fatal decision to start stocking Pokemon products. God rest all the souls we lost on that day. Many a brave warrior were sent straight to Valhalla fighting to get their grubby paws on Pokemon boxes. That was always going to end one way: death. Costco and Pokemon together, that's just gonna be catastrophic 100% of the time. That's like a nitroglycerin plant announcing they're gonna start selling fireworks. Anyway, it's not like the scalpers have been hibernating or anything. They've just been fighting in different locations without as much footage surfacing until today. I saw a goofy little fight break out at a Pokemon vending machine. Now, I've never seen one of these in the wild, but these are Pokemon vending machines where you can buy product out of it. And typically they're empty because scalpers come through like the Grinch and buy up the entire inventory and sell it online for a markup. That's how they live their life. Actually taking candy from babies for a $10 profit. It's fucking sickening. So in this video, these are apparently two known scalpers in the Bay Area that start duking it out at 10 a.m. off of a fresh restock. Now, speaking of fresh, if you want to start smelling better, if you don't want to be as stinky as these losers in the videos we're about to watch, then you need to start using Cheeky Soap. We actually just came out with two new scents: Absolute Cinnamon and Spope. Spope is spa soap, so we just combined the two words together. So this is like a eucalyptus scent. This one's obviously cinnamon. They're available now. Go to usecheeky.com right now. Now, I can't play the audio because it's just DMCA music. So the person who uploaded this is the guy currently at the vending machine and is now getting boxed out by the Eagles hoodie gentleman. So Humpty Dumpty here with that NBA caliber box out, he's throwing that ass back on the guy who uploaded this. And I love this pose right here. This is that Spider-Man 2 stopping the train moment. Man is fucking, it looks like he's protecting the president, like he's about to like take bullets for the guy here, the way that he stretches out like that. I'll play the rest in a moment, but they're bumping and grinding at the Pokemon vending machine. And the guy decided not to keep the original audio in and elected to put a song there instead. I think that's a really weird decision, and I think the reason he would do that is because the Eagles hoodie guy was probably confronting him about scalping. That's, like, based on what I've been reading as well, that seems likely because that guy is apparently a known scalper who actually camps restocks of these fucking Pokemon vending machines, and it stands to reason that if Eagles hoodie guy was calling him out on that, you know, boo, boo, this guy stinks, he's buying every Pokemon box, this sucks. Well, he obviously wouldn't want to leave that in for the video because then nobody would be on his side. And if, like, you can see him at the Pokemon vending machine, he looks like he's about to place an order when the video starts, and then Kevin James from Hitch comes in here getting him with that fucking wobble swag, throwing that ass in a circle on him, getting him out of the way. So if he just came in there out of nowhere to like kick him off the machine so he could hog it all to himself, I imagine he would have left the audio in because it was so unreasonable and so unexpected. That's just my working game theory. I saw a couple Facebook group posts as well as a couple Reddit posts saying they recognize this guy from their local Pokemon vending machines around the Bay Area, and basically doing the same thing where he'd be there right when it restocked and grab a ton of product from it. Now, I also saw that the guy who boxed him out has a lot of people who apparently recognize him as well. He's not some virtuous hero, you know. Ass Ketchum is not using those cheeks for good. Apparently, he too cruises these Pokemon vending machines, buying up a ton of product from it. So it does seem like the original caption of two known scalpers, you know, fighting at 10 a.m. is accurate based on everything I've read from the Bay Area Pokemon community, as well as some of the other people that have talked about this. Anyway, though, back to the action. You can see he is still in a wide power stance saying, "You shall not pass." And he's instigating this scuffle, by the way, yet he's leaving himself totally undefended. He could have caught the meanest knuckle sandwich of 2025. That move would have been super effective. It would have had him blasting off like Team Rocket. Anyway, though, the action's winding down in the fourth quarter and they go their separate ways. That was pretty awesome. That right there is what Pokemon's all about. At least in the modern day and age. There are so many fights for Pokemon cards. It is unbelievable. But yeah, like I said, these Pokemon vending machines are apparently a hotspot for scalpers. So, one thing that's been kind of popular is people will go there and just start filming and shaming some of the scalpers, and I really appreciate that. I think they're doing a very strong public service by filming these shameless fucking degenerate losers who go there buying tons and tons of product and then going online to sell it for a markup to kids or parents looking to buy something for their kids. Now, I also have said this before, and a lot of people disagree with me, but fuck you, I'm right. I think Pokemon has become less for kids and more for people like this. Adults that view it as a money-making conduit. So they'll see things like the Pokemon Oreo collab, right? And they'll go and buy tons of Pokemon Oreos hoping to get like the Mew one and sell it on eBay for $100. So I feel like most Pokemon products never even really get into the hands of kids predominantly. It is mainly in the hands of adults, like greedy assholes that are buying it to try and make money off of it. That's kind of what the entire hobby of Pokemon seems to be becoming. Of course, I'm sure there's data to prove me wrong, but I'm going to plug my ears to that. Fuck you. The data can suck my dick. I think my feeling is more accurate here for this. Because every time there's a Pokemon set, a Pokemon collab, a Pokemon fucking fart somewhere out there, you will have hundreds, thousands of grown-ass dudes going out there to try and make money off scalping it. So it sucks. It super sucks. Anyway, let me show you some scalpers real quick so we can make fun of more of them.
Don't be this fucking guy right here, look. Don't be these two assholes taking all this shit right there. We're all waiting in the fucking line to make fucking $20.
Now, I think it's worth mentioning that Pokemon themselves are aware of the scalping problem, so recently they implemented some new policies to these machines, one of them being anti-loitering and a couple other things meant to combat this. It's not working. Hey, sorry to hit you with the cold water, it is not working. I also heard there were like purchase limits in place, but that doesn't work either because you can just make like maximum purchase limit and then just stay at the machine and then do maximum purchase limit again. So the protocol aren't stopping the scalping problem. I don't know exactly what they can do for these vending machines to stop it. I mean, maybe you hire the Pinkertons and each vending machine comes with its own armed security guard to ensure no scalpers get to ransack it. I really don't know. But at least they're aware of the issue. Maybe they can do something about it down the line that I'm not smart enough to think of, but I truly don't know. Scalpers are a huge issue across the board. They are a scourge on the entire planet, not just to Pokemon. But in Pokemon, I'd say scalpers are some of the worst and most pathetic I've seen.
Here we go again. Cleaning out the machine once again. Every single time I see this guy at the machine is getting cleared out. He doesn't care if it's singles, bundles, ETBs, he's just clearing everything out.
They know how scummy it is too. You can see in all of these like confronting scalper videos, they like get really shy and try and like hide away. Like this guy's just blatantly trying to hide his face. The other two guys, they looked like they were on the verge of tears. Like they know that it's shitty, but they don't care. That little $20 they can make online, that makes it all worth it. They're hustling right now. They're on the grind. I've probably been yapping about this for too long now anyway, so I'll just stop it there. But yeah, Pokemon scalping still super sucks. Really shameful shit. That's really about it. So yeah. Call me Charlotte the way this web's been speaking to me. I cannot quit watching Pokemon TCG degeneracy videos. The community is in an absolutely deplorable state right now, and I am addicted to it. I am mainlining these videos. They are endlessly entertaining. Just watching the greasiest, goofiest, geekiest losers try and squeeze a couple of nickels out of children's lunch money by scamming, scalping, whatever low business practices they can think of for Pokemon cards. And a lot of times, they're not even actually scamming kids, they're scamming each other. Like, scalpers are just perpetually fighting each other. It's pandemonium out there, and every time a Pokemon vending machine gets restocked, you can bet your sweet bippy there are going to be corpses lining that sidewalk, fucking slit throats out the wazoo. But not everyone in the community is a scammer, obviously. And not everyone on Whatnot, the platform we talked about a week or so ago, where people go there, they host their own auctions and sell cards and shit like that. Not everyone is on there scamming. There is a lot of them there, but not everyone. But today, we're gonna mix it up a little bit. I'm not going over a blatant scam. I'm going over a pathetic crash out. I don't know if this channel scams or anything. I don't know anything about them other than their incredible crash outs that they frequently do on the platform publicly in front of their audience.
What do we do? What do we do? Tell me, what do we do?
Stop doing this.
Tell me, what do we do?
Tell them to lock it in.
Tell them, what do we do?
We're talking.
I know, but what do we do? If I run anything, I lose money, Snowmy. How do I fucking do this?
Put an expensive pack on there.
Bro, okay, Snowmy, so I can go get fucking $4 on a Stellar Crown?
Chat.
Because they don't want Stellar Crown?
Lock in. You guys trying to lock in?
No, bro.
What, 51 Japanese?
Dude.
That's just so sad. Just out here groveling. Like, come on, guys, let's lock in. Look, he's losing money. What are you guys doing? We gotta lock in. We have to support this guy. He's working real hard for you. Look at all the blood, sweat, and tears he puts into gathering those Pokemon card packs. You know how difficult it is to scalp Pokemon packs? Like, guys, we have to reward this. Can we get the bids going? Can we get some fucking bids in here? Chat, anybody?
Nah, guys, remember when we had 18,000 people on TikTok and nobody was hating? It's fucking hilarious. It's actually crazy how when I have 60 people, you guys hate me. Crazy, bro. Insane. Like, so funny, bro. This app is so toxic, bro. So fucking toxic, bro.
And you sound like a real ray of sunshine there, big guy. I've actually tuned into one of his auctions before just to see if I could catch a crash out live, like a little shiny Pokemon nugget for me to enjoy. But I didn't get blessed with that. Instead, I had him in like a fugue state after a lobotomy or something. So I didn't get to witness one live. But basically, he's all heated and bent out of shape. His butt's all sore because he's talking about how on TikTok with 18,000 people watching him, there was no one criticizing him. But on Whatnot, he only has 60 people that are in the chat bidding here, like participating, and they're giving him some shit. Well, far be it for me to question the master here, but on TikTok, those aren't real viewers. Those numbers mean nothing. You could have 18,000 people there and there's probably only like 4 people chatting, I would imagine. Those are people there just like idly scrolling and they somehow landed on you. That is the worst metric to gauge anything by ever. The reason no one was insulting you there and shooting spitballs is because they weren't even looking at you. They weren't even watching the stream. That 18,000 number, you can just throw that in the trash. The 60 people here are active and they weren't liking this.
Comment about saving $2, bro. You need to save $2, bro? Holy shit. Wrong hobby. Wrong hobby, bro. No wonder you're on here for free packs. Holy shit. I'm gonna lose my mind over this shit, chat. The fact that I can't run like what I want to run right now is crazy. Because you guys don't fuck with it. It's insane. 151 prismatic, T-Fest, everything. Crazy, bro.
Imagine saying that without an iota of shame. You want to save $2? Wrong hobby. This is a man's hobby. This is Pokemon. You know how many men I've had to jerk off in the public bathrooms near the glory holes in order to secure some fucking prismatic evolution packs? You haven't struggled like I've struggled. Dude's out here talking wacky like he's the Tony Soprano of Pokemon ripping and shipping. It's so cringe, man. Look in the mirror. You are ripping Pokemon packs on Whatnot. And he's gonna have this kind of fucking stink about someone who's rightfully trying to save some money on this hobby. Which is pretty much impossible because of fucking losers like this guy dominating it by controlling all of the supply. So then people are getting desperate enough to go on Whatnot for streams like this and bid on packs that have a very good chance of being tampered with in the first place, by the way. There are so many scammers on there, so much resealing, so much weighing, so much dog shit.
You guys understand that? If I charge 19, I get back 17. I make $2, and that is literally this transparency that you guys deserve. You know what I mean? When I sell it for 9, and I paid the 15, and then I get back 7, I lose $7.50. Brian, I don't need to lie, bro. I do this fucking every night, little boy. Okay? I don't need to lie. Do this every night. Why would I bitch if I got it anything lower? And why would I put my right hand to God? Just fucking think for a second, little boys.
He says that to people a lot, calling them little boys. The way he says that is just like skin crawling. It's so fucking peculiar. But I mean, checkmate, why would he put his right hand to God? He's got you there, he put you in the scholar's mate position there. He's telling the truth, clearly. We have to take him at his word. He seems like a trustworthy enough guy. He seems, sane. No screws loose there in that noodle.
You ain't even got money to swipe. Shut up. Like, fuck. You ain't got no money. You ain't even got money. Let's go.
The way he said that sounded almost identical to Wes Watson if he was hitting puberty. Like, that was the exact same inflection and everything there. And the same exact attitude as well. Something I find fascinating, though, is some of the comments in the chat saying he has no reason to lie, or just calling anyone that's talking about him negatively a hater, as opposed to, like, talking about, like, the criticism or whatever. I find that so interesting. He has every reason in the world to lie. What do you mean he has no reason to? What, you expect him to be like, yeah, I actually make like $10 off of you goobers every single night on every single pack that I sell. You overpay for everything I put in your face. All of you are overpaying. You are my little pay piggies. You are Play-Doh in the palm of my hands, and I work you for my financial gain. You think he's just going to say that? No. He's obviously going to try and make it seem like he's doing you a favor, like, look, I'm such a martyr. I'm such a noble, good guy. I'm trying to give Pokemon power to the people here. I'm losing this money on these packs at this price. But I do it for the love of the game. It's just mind-boggling to me that someone with a straight face would actually type that he has no reason to lie. That is, like, delusional to a disgusting degree. Now, I'm not saying he is lying. Maybe he is telling the truth. I have no way of knowing. But he has every incentive in the world to be dishonest with his pricing here and what he takes home on what price and this and that.
Whitewash. I'm not. And that's the reason that the market is 20 or more for these packs. You know what it does is distribution says, who has more money? That's it. Who has more money? We bid on these cases because that's how you get allocated 10, 20, 30 cases a week. I've been doing this for 5 years. 4 years and like 8 months or whatever the fuck it is. November, it's 5 years. So you guys are not going to tell me, oh, like you sound like literally a little child in my chat.
You've been doing this for almost 5 years, but from the sound of things, you're always losing money on it? Sounds like you're pretty shit at it. Or the business itself of Pokemon scalping isn't a great business in the first place. But perhaps that's just a take from someone on the crack pipe. Who could possibly besmirch the good name of Pokemon scalping? No, that surely can't be the problem.
Need new distro? I live in Los Angeles, big dog. If you think you're a heavy hitter, go ahead and supply me with a better distro then. How about that? I live in Los Angeles, my boy. You know there's people that got millions and millions and millions of dollars to weekly re-up, right? These dudes go restock millions and millions of dollars. $2, $3, $4, $5, $10 million a week. Okay. Now I'm in a 6-figure club, but I'm not sitting there doing millions of dollars up. So I can't negotiate those prices like that. I have literally been doing this for 4 years. That's why it's so frustrating when you guys say like random shit like, hit me up, bro. Hit me up like you're some fucking saint, like you're going to be able to do it better.
This part I found pretty interesting because the guy that he's rimming out right now wasn't even like being mean or criticizing him. He just said that you need new distro, meaning you need something a little bit better here for your business. And the guy's like, what the fuck did you just say to me? And now he's just flipping out about it. Because with all of these meltdowns, like the constant crashing out from this guy, it doesn't sound like things are just going swimmingly. It doesn't sound like this is like a very great, healthy endeavor for him. So this dude is just saying like, maybe something needs to change here. And he's just going ballistic about it.
All right, chat, lock in. We got Prizzy up on the screen. Yeah, I'm not losing money for you guys. Y'all don't even fucking care about me, so fuck that. Y'all don't give a shit about me. The fuck am I going to give you a deal for, bro? If you did, you would cover the difference. You know that you know what you got to do. That's actually sickening, bro. I'm not even a cat, bro. Thank you, Teddy. Teddy's a fucking G, bro. That's why.
He finally gets out of the wambulance here and does a pack sale, which someone named Teddy wins. He gets absolute trash in it and then still tips $10, I think. I'm still a little confused on exactly how Whatnot works. So I think he paid the money for the pack, and then after it got ripped, he saw that he got actual nothing, and then still tipped this guy $10 for the service of fucking him in the face. That is pathetic. Especially after this man's rambling and ranting about his, like, fucking bleeding heart routine, play the sad violin for all the money he doesn't make through scalping Pokemon packs. This guy still tips him. He lets this guy guilt trip him to give him more money. That's crazy to me. He even unapologetically says that they don't care about him. Oh my god. And that it's sickening that they don't care about him or whatever. Like, I just can't imagine buying a pack from this guy. Like, even if he's not scamming, and even if he's giving, like, a great price, spoiler alert, he's really not. But even if he was, his attitude, I couldn't imagine doing business with him. Anyway, though, I won't bother showing other crash outs. They're all pretty similar to these two here. So, that's really about it. So, yeah. Many of you might remember a couple years ago, Target announced they were going to stop selling Pokemon cards because grown men couldn't stop fighting each other in the parking lot over it, literally piling up corpses just to get their hands on the precious Pokemon product. Yeah, well, we haven't really evolved past that point. People are going to war for Pokemon cards at Costco right now. There's been a ton of footage that's come out about brawls, as well as a POV I want to show you real quick. It is sad. It is just downright pathetic, because it's not like these people actually want the Pokemon cards or anything. The majority of them are scalpers. I have no doubt a few of them are probably collectors that want it for themselves, or even maybe they have a kid that really is into Pokemon. But the vast majority, the ones that are making off like Scrooge McDuck here, hoarding all of the wealth of Pokemon, like 10 boxes deep, those are scalpers. They turn around and sell it for a huge premium markup online. The lowest of the low, super scum.
Oh shit.
It's like a swarm of mosquitoes fighting over a piece of corn and a pile of dog shit. They are going ballistic trying to get their hands on as many of these Pokemon boxes as they can possibly muster. You're watching the POV of a fucking loser. It's putting you right in the helm like a VR game in the position of a sad scalper. I don't know who this is, I just saw this video float around, but I'm gonna make an educated guess that based on the quantity of Pokemon boxes he's buying, he is most likely a scalper. But even if he's not, this is the behavior of a fucking clown. He gets in there and starts scrapping with people like he's trying to recover a fumble. He rips 2 boxes out of another dude's hands. It's like watching the zombies in Walking Dead after they got their hands on one of the main cast members and the horde gets around him and starts ripping their intestines out.
No. Oh, come on, I gotta take.
You gotta ask my boyfriend.
Here, one. Go ahead.
I gotta
One.
take one more for my. Come on, please.
This is probably the most exciting moment of this guy's life, scrambling to get Pokemon card boxes. You can hear him breathing heavy. If he had a heart rate monitor going, it'd be at like 210 BPM. He's treating this like he's in an actual battlefield, and hats off to him, he's quite the saint. He parts with one of his 10 or 11 boxes, whatever the fuck he's got in there. Man, he's so generous. And the guy he gives it to is like, one more please for my, and I'm sure he's gonna say like my kids or something, which I bet is a lie. He's probably also a scalper, but just wasn't able to jump on top of a Pokemon card display and get enough boxes, so now he's hoping for one more for a little payday online.
Yeah.
Can I get one more for my girlfriend?
I'm sorry, man.
Please,
I'm
just
sorry.
One. You have like 10 of them. You have more than 10.
I fought for it too, man.
Sorry, we also get it for our friends too.
Yeah.
The way he's walking around with that shopping cart is actually adorable. He's got his hand on it like he's guarding it, protecting the sacred treasure. This is very important cargo. It reminds me of being a little kid in the front seat and your parent stops quick and they stick their hand out in front of you to stop you from like going through the windshield or whatever. It's just that like parental instinct. He's doing that for fucking Pokemon cards. And you can hear his shit-eating smile when he tells the other guy that he fought for those boxes. He has never been so proud. The last time he fought was probably to get the wedgies out from his butt crack from bullies. And now, he just fought for something really meaningful. Yeah, fighting for your country is super cool and patriotic, but fighting for Pokemon cards? Nah, that's something real special. Again, I don't necessarily buy the sob story from the other guy who's like, come on, you've got so many, I need this for my kids, they're gonna starve without these Pokemon cards, it's all they've wanted for 2025, how can you do this and be so heartless? I think this is just another scalper. That's my best guess. But yeah, I'm sure all of you know this by now, I don't like scalpers. And this guy is not only a greedy asshole, he literally ripped it from another guy's hands. He stole it from the other dude's stash. Like, come on. Like, how can you be so shameless? Before getting into, like, what the product even is, which is something I went over on stream, I saw another POV from a scalper doing the same shit at a different Costco.
Go. Hey, don't do that, bro. Okay. Yeah. Oh, sorry, go. Go. Damn. Any more? No more?
There's one in the back.
Yeah, give me.
This guy is winded after jogging a few feet. This is the most exercise he's ever gotten there. I thought he was gonna pass out when he finally made it to the Pokemon card display over there. He gets there and he's winded, and then he slaps someone else's load of boxes so he get a better grip on his. And then they start, like, scavenging for morsels of Pokemon back there. They notice one fell to the back and he's like, "Give me it! It's mine! I saw it! Give it to me!" And what has become a familiar scene, Pokemon fans are posting videos to social media showing mayhem at their local Costco stores as adults try to secure the 151 Blooming Waters Premium Collection. Releases on February 7th, but began appearing at Costco stores 2 weeks ago. Here was a scene at Costco in LA this morning.
Do not run! No running!
No running! This is a Pokemon product! Fucking just go! We're gonna die without it!
Oh my god.
Quick! They're just knocking over boxes, pushing over shelves, imagine. Oh shit!
Oh my god, Phil!
God, it's like zombies in The Walking Dead looking to eat some intestines. At the same store, a brawl broke out. Where's the video?
It's gonna be a limit of 10, guys.
Limit of 10? How do you expect me to sell this on eBay at 10? Oh, that's about 10.
Is there a limit?
Cool. No. I have 6 kids at home, so I need 10 products. I'm not a scalper. I swear. It released for $60, but it's currently selling between $120 and $150 on the secondary market. If scalpers manage to grab 10 of them, that's then between $600 to $900. Huge. Let me see the brawl. I don't know why that video didn't load. Damn, look at this shit. It's like a hurricane blew through, except it's stronger. This is a force nature could never match. Pokemon scalpers. There were no survivors. Nintendo tried to release a Pokemon product. Everyone died. How does that even happen? Brother, I have no idea. They probably couldn't get a blooming premium pass sacred treasure cup turbo, whatever it is. I already forgot what the product is. And they got mad and crashed their electric scooter through the front door is what it looks like. Or they were fighting for product. They didn't get product, so then they started breaking the glass and taking the glass home as a souvenir. I couldn't tell you, man. I have no idea. Oh, here it is. This isn't really... I don't know if this is the one, but this doesn't seem like a brawl. Give me it! You have 2! I need one to sell on eBay! I love Pokemon! Oh, shit. Caught him with the people's elbow.
That's why you make it 2 each.
How do you not feel shame? You know what I mean? It is very impressive. Like, buying things online is one thing if you just go, like, hysterical buying shit online. Like, you get wrapped up in the hype, I can see that. But to actually go there in person and be part of this crowd, how do you not go home and take a look in the mirror and be like, It's time for a change. You know, how does that not set in? People love a quick buck. Yeah, but it's not quick. Like, here's the thing. When it comes to, like, Pokemon products, like, this kind of shit, I guess I can't speak for this, but, like, you remember when Oreo had the Pokemon collab and they were selling Mew Oreos on, like, eBay for $200? Nobody bought them. Nobody bought them. That shit sat there forever until they took it down and ate it. Oh, wait, here. Here's another one. Yeah, another brawl. This shit turned Costco into fight clubs, man. Holy. Oh, wait, no. This was the same one, different angle. Another day, another pile of corpses littering the street. Brave warriors fighting over Pokemon cards and losing their life in the noble battle to get their greedy paws on it so they can go home and scalp it online for $10. My heart goes out to all those lost souls. Yeah, another brawl has broken out at Costco over Pokemon cards. I swear to God, the Pokemon hobby sends more people to the hospital than motorcycle accidents. Like, it has to be like the most dangerous hobby you can have right now, next to just hitting each other in the head with sledgehammers. Anytime there's a Pokemon drop, you can bet your sweet Bippy someone's dying for it. It's craziness. Nurse Joy is working overtime these days.
Get your fucking army back right now.
It's been a long time since I've heard the unironic request for someone to hold someone back. You can hear some guy shout, "Hold me back." That was a big meme for a while. He's bringing back the classics with the peacocking, trying to appear bigger than he is. Hold me back, you won't like me when I'm angry. I'll get you with the desserts that you didn't order off the dessert menu. It's gonna be the you don't want it. I'll tell you that much, you don't want it. Unlike the other Pokemon fights we've seen, this one, they were actually coming for scalp. Like, that guy ran up and tried to get him with a soccer kick while he was on the ground. So right now, they're all kind of going for the guy that threw the first, like, open-handed monk strike. And when that wasn't very effective, when he low-rolled on the damage there, everyone then just, they laser focused on this guy. He had the whole Elite Four coming after him. He was looking for gym badges, but all he got was some fucking gym asses here in his face. One of the dudes even went in there with a flying move, got him with the fucking Brave Bird on him. So he like jumped in with like a crazy, like, I think it was a kick that he tried to extend out on, but the guy had already like slipped and lost his balance, so he's kind of like skating around like he was on ice. The whole thing, like this is a level above the other brawls we've seen for Pokemon. Usually it's like, you know, boxing each other out or bumping and grinding a little bit. Maybe like a shove or maybe like a slap. We've seen that before too. But never to this degree. This one's like an actual fight. Now, I don't have any information on who that badass was that was walking through the middle of this pandemonium smiling, but he was a smooth operator. That's the actual final boss right there. Dude just walks through smiling. Fucking amateurs. As he's going to, like, get Pokemon product, probably for his kids. That guy doesn't really look like a scalper to me. He doesn't fit the normal scalper MO for Pokemon product. So, I'm on that guy's side. Like, maybe he even set this whole thing up, like, I'll get them fighting each other, so that way they don't have time to go in there and buy up the entire inventory. I can actually get some of these for my kids. I mean, what a hero's quest that would be. Now, to any of you with keen ears, you may have heard one of the scalpers say that someone shit themselves. That's big. You don't usually see the poopy defense employed all that often, and it doesn't look like anyone got knocked out. I just think scalpers are usually just so full of shit that any amount of physical activity just makes them void bowels. That's kind of my theory at this point, because I don't know who there would have been the shitter that would have just released like that. That doesn't really make sense to me. So someone must have just had a fucking loaded cannon in their britches and just deployed. And, of course, I can't confirm. I'm not, you know, the pants police here that's going to go in there and investigate the feces claim. But feels like a weird one to lie about. Like, usually your first instinct during a fight isn't to say, stop, 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 he shit himself. Like, usually when you're saying that, that's like a DEFCON, hey guys, we got an incident, dude shit himself. Now, this could be a Hail Mary defense strategy because no one wants to get covered in poop. Not even the dirtiest pig in the world wants that. So maybe it was him like, all right, I'm losing the fight. Tell him my shit. Tell him my shit. And then he's like, okay, guys, stop. You can't beat him up anymore. He pooped. He's like, oh, okay, sorry. All right, we'll stop. I mean, it did work. Everyone dispersed after that. Everyone went their separate ways. So, I mean, it was effective. And maybe that was the idea. Maybe there really was no actual pants shitting there. Doesn't matter. Schrodinger's shit, it worked. Now, I don't know all the details surrounding this, what led up to this altercation, what the whole story is. All I know for sure is they're scalpers. They're obviously scalpers. You wouldn't be fighting in the parking lot of a Costco over Pokemon product if you weren't scalping. So 100% I think everyone here is a scalper. I don't think they were just buying it for personal collection or buying it for their kids or anything, except for the last guy that walks in at the end after all the chaos unfolded. So, fuck them. It's so pathetic. I can't stand scalpers. I really can't. Wow, yep. Another Pokemon brawl. Let's go! We're cooking, man. We get a new brawl every couple days now from the Pokemon community. That's not fair to the Pokemon community. These are just the worst parts of it, the fucking scalpers. That's not even fair. No! Why did they move? What? Why'd they remove it? Oh my god, there was a jump kick? Oh no, they just made... Well, there was a jump kick. I have to watch this. I have to find this. There's gotta be a re-upload, right?
Get your fucking homie back right now. Was it you?
Oh wait, they're actually swinging. Wait, this isn't oh! Oh wait, that's like a real fight. I don't even know if I can watch that on stream. That guy came in there with the fucking flying karate kick. Holy. I thought this was just gonna be another like boxing out situation. No, they're actually battling. That man just used close combat IRL. Because if that's like the last like major blow that's dealt, maybe we can still watch it. No, this would actually probably get me in trouble on YouTube. They are all ganging up on that one guy. One of the guys that was punching him walked away saying, "What the fuck is wrong with people?" What? God, what is wrong with people? Made me punch him in the back of the head when he was walking away. God, what is going on? Just wanted to scalp some Pokemon products. What even happened? I don't know. I can tell you that the guy that started getting blasted by like 9 different dudes there, he was the one who swung first on somebody. So, here, I'll pull up stills, I guess, if I can't show the whole thing. So this guy's coming with like the open hand turbo slap. So he's literally using Mach Punch. So he's coming in with Mach Punch, it doesn't connect, but he loses his balance and then gets hit by like the flying high kick. And then everyone just immediately annihilates him as best they could. He has leftovers. Oh no, he was definitely regaining HP. Like he was walking away and some other guy was like hitting him in the back of the skull, like hammer fisting it. And he was just like walking away, shrugging it off. So he was regenning a little bit. I've been so deep into Pokemon Showdown, now watching Pokemon Scalpers fight, it just feels like an extension of what I've been learning in the game. Cover Oprah forcing Gail King to go to space with Katy Perry, even though she said she doesn't want to go, and the other 2 astronauts are still stuck. What? Oprah's forcing someone to go to space? How did she even have that power? She can blast people off this planet? Oh, he just kind of walks in. He wasn't part of it, but this guy just walks in at the very end, and it looks like he really enjoyed the show. This guy's actually just here for his kids. He's like, okay, guys, did you leave any product for me? No? Alright, I'll go fuck myself. This is the perfect transition to Pokemon Showdown. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I'll run a quick random battle here for him. Let's see if I can take what I just watched in the Scalper Brawl and turn it into a dub on the ladder. Oh my god, I got Bread Dog. We're fucked. I hate Bread Dog. Why do I have the Bread Dog out? That's the ability Illusion. Ah, like Sun Tzu says, appear weak when you are strong. I see. My goose probably cooked. Never mind. We're so fine. Get the fuck out of here. I might go scalp some Pokemon products just to make sure this guy doesn't get any. Cause fuck you. I don't think I kill that in one shot, so that's GG. Fuck, man. Damn. All of you know I'm pretty addicted to body cams right now, but what you don't know is my dopamine is very talented. I could juggle multiple addictions at once, so I have another vice that I've been scratching at the neck for. Pokemon cards, scalpers, and scammers, and just the pure degeneracy of the Pokemon card community. Every single day, there's like 10 or 15 videos that get posted showcasing a new scammer or scalper embarrassing themselves, or a new fight at Target over Pokemon cards, or a fight at a Pokemon vending machine, arguments out the wazoo. It never ends here. There are countless videos of people just waiting outside of every business ever in order to get there right when the doors fucking even show an iota of movement so they can charge the Pokemon vending machine and just clear that bitch out. It's like World War Z zombies. They climb over themselves to be the first in line to get the Pokemon product on restock. And what's crazy is sometimes I'll see the POV from someone who is clearly in the wrong, like this guy.
No, hey, get the fuck out of here, dude. I don't give a fuck, dude. You just bought something. I've been here. You just bought something. I've been here.
I love that statement. I've been here. Brother, it's been 45 seconds. He has also been here. Both of you waited till this store opened. You got in at the exact same time. It was just a photo finish to who got to the vending machine first. Now, the reason the other guy kind of came in there giving him like the fucking box out like he was about to get a rebound is because this guy just purchased a Pokemon product from the vending machine, and there are limits on them. At least there's supposed to be limits on them, but it's not always super effective. Clearly, there's ways around it. It's not like it fucking retina scans you and then locks you out or anything. There's no biometric scanner or anything like that. But there's historically been a problem where one or two people will go in and just completely clear out all of the product and they'll spend a few $1,000s and just get everything, leaving nothing left for anyone else. Like, these machines are always running emptier than my colon after Taco Bell. So they tried to combat that problem by implementing these limits where there's only a certain amount of purchases per person. I've read varying reports on what that number is, but in this video, it seems like it is one because he bought that one product and then had to go back in and restart the whole thing if he wanted another one. Whereas if there was a higher limit, he probably would have gotten more than one, would be my guess, as opposed to restart it. So I think the other guy is right that it is one per person. But now the other guy's temper is really flared up, so now he's just getting physical, putting the fucking hands on him, tweaking on his nipples, trying to get in there, so then he can start getting his product from it. And he was probably going to do the same thing. I have to imagine he wasn't going to be that trick-or-treater that only took one piece of candy from the bowl outside of the house. I bet he was also going to do the same shit of getting multiple boxes past the limit.
Dude, what the fuck is your problem?
Do not just call me Jamie.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
What now, Ray?
Fucking Fidel Castro.
Something and it says one per person. Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. Get out of here,
whenever
bro.
you bought something, it said sold
Go
out.
fuck yourself. I've been here.
What the fuck?
You get here earlier than me, bro.
Yeah, let's go, bro.
Fuck
No,
you,
don't
dude.
let him buy that shit, bro. He's buying it right now.
Dude, I've been here.
Move your shit out of there, bro. Get your fucking shit out of there, bro.
The guy likes to splice clips in to enhance the meme nature of the video, I suppose. I don't really understand that, to be honest. But anyway, the guy's saying, since it said sold out, it's clear that there's one purchase per person. And he's like, well, I've been here, you're wrong. He just keeps saying, I've been here. I don't understand how that's a viable response. You both got there at the same time. You can literally see this guy in the reflection when the store opened behind him. And he's saying that the other guy gets there earlier than him. Not today, clearly. Now, I do think both of them are scalpers. I think there is very little chance that either one of them are just collectors or buying this for their kids or something like that. This is absolutely people, like the only people I ever really see interact with Pokemon vending machines in general online are people that are buying it to try and upsell it online to make a quick buck from it. Because there is just this craze, this hysteria around Pokemon in 2025 where so many people think that this is a viable career. So they have dumped everything into being the biggest fucking scumbags to collect every piece of product they can and scalp it. Like, there is less shame in sink pissing than there is in being a Pokemon scalper. It is so cringe.
Fuck you, dude. You're a piece of shit.
Yeah, leave, bro. Get out of here.
Come back. Bye, man.
Dude,
Hey,
call your manager, bro. I have literally a camera watching everything.
I just had 2 guys fighting me over Pokemon cards.
It's crazy.
Fries, 1, 2 were well fries. 744 West Hamilton Grill.
It really doesn't compute with me how you can be a grown-ass man and not break down into fucking tears of inconsolable sadness when you hear the security guard call up someone and say, just had 2 guys fighting over Pokemon, knowing he's talking about you and some other dweeb. Oh my god, just take a hard look in the mirror. That should have hit him like a fucking brick. That should have hit him like a master ball to his goddamn soul. That something has gone awry in his life to lead him down this path. Now, yes, the other guy was a huge douchebag. The guy in the Venusaur getup, the fucking Pokemon Green NPC. He was obviously a douchebag for getting physical about all of this. But he was also not in the wrong for getting angry at this guy for just blatantly going around the purchase limits on the Pokemon vending machine. Like, again, they are both in the wrong here, and that's kind of how almost all of these Pokemon scalper and scammer videos I keep seeing are. Like, there are never really any heroes in them, aside from just, like, a father or a kid who just wants the product and then just never gets the chance because of people like this.
This is my local store. I live right next to
Good. You act like we are all local. Hi. So this man ended up taking product when we were all waiting in line, and now he feels like he can cut everyone and take it, and we're all assed out.
This is the same guy from the previous clip, and he's once again just cruising the area for Pokemon cards, this time in a Target. I actually didn't realize Target started restocking Pokemon cards because I remember there was a huge hoopla a couple years ago after, like, brawls were breaking out over Pokemon cards, like in the parking lot, people getting hurt all the time, fighting each other, fucking literally coming for scalp over Pokemon cards, and Target took them away for a while. I didn't know they started doing it again, like in a big capacity. I thought it was still just limited stuff. But anyway, the lore breakdown, as I understand it, is there was a line that formed for the Pokemon products in Target, and this guy skipped ahead of the queue, cut in line to grab it ahead of everyone else. So now the guy filming has reported it to staff, saying that this guy cut in front of the line, and now his ass is out. Well, not quite. He used an expression saying, now we're all assed out. It's an expression I've never heard before. That's a combination of words that's new to me. It reminds me of when you're first learning curse words and you start combining and mix and matching things that don't quite check out. Lord damn it, it's a whole bitchin' out there. That kind of thing when you're just trying to get something across but trying to use some naughty words in there. I mean, being assed out, like, it sounds right, you know, like, who wants their ass out there in the open air, you know, all out in public and shit, so it makes sense in the context here. It's just a new one I haven't heard before.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not part of their little thing.
It doesn't matter. That's not fair. You can't take product from us.
They weren't there. I walked through. There was no line.
There was a line.
There was a line. There's been a line all day.
There wasn't a line when I was here.
There's been a line there.
All right. Whoa, sorry.
Do you see this shit?
He plays a Dora the Explorer clip there. It is very loud. I'm just cutting that part out. But now he's confronted. He immediately just folds on it. He's like, okay, all right, you caught me. Take this. Yeah. And then he frisbees it away. And while doing so, spills a whole drink on the floor. Well, I guess it wasn't the whole drink. It was just a large chunk of it from that giant fucking big gulp that he had in his paws. And I already know he didn't bother cleaning it up. He left that for the staff there, no doubt. It doesn't even look like he cleans himself up. It looks like he smells like 50 warthogs rolled around in eggs.
Pretty day. Because it's a fucking weirdo. Yeah, a child.
In his attempt to have the last laugh, he throws the box like 10 feet and hits a customer that was checking out. And then you can see him in like the director's cut here. As he's leaving, he throws some more stuff on the ground before exiting the premises. So he didn't clean up after himself at all. He just left a mess there. It's just a destruction in his wake. It's just so embarrassing. The state of Pokemon cards right now is so sad. It's unreal how bad it's gotten. Like, and these are just 2 clips I saw today from one channel. Like I said, there's like 10 to 15 that pop up every single day. Not to mention the thousands of posts every single day with people trying to offload their inventory. Like, here's 100 Pokemon Center Prismatic ETBs for 27,000 clams. And then Whatnot, of course, has Pokemon scalpers out the wazoo, scamming people on there just blatantly. Like, it is infiltrating everything from the Pokemon card community. I would not be surprised if there hasn't been a single actual family that has a Prismatic Evolution ETB or Prismatic Evolution box that they've gotten their hands on, because scalpers have absolutely ruined that one in particular and are doing it to pretty much everything from the Pokemon cards in general. Like, if you want to start collecting Pokemon cards, it is not for the faint of heart. You need to go in there for like a Pokemon restock. You got to treat it like you're about to go into battle. Like, you need to show up with your wallet and then brass knuckles and a baseball bat, because you're going to be fighting people off you. It's going to be out of control. This is not a hobby for children anymore. Only greasy fucking goobers out here. That's it. That's all it seems to be for now. It is fucking pathetic. And I cannot stop watching these videos. That's really about it. So yeah.